the next great NFL corner is Eli Apple, and he plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. And he is the key for the Cincinnati Bengals defensively to come out to Los Angeles and come away with a Super Bowl victory. Now, obviously, the Los Angeles Rams are a very, very talented team offensively. They have a lot of guys at the wide receiver position that can cause the Cincinnati Bengals team problems, none bigger than Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is an issue. And Eli Apple is going to have to step up. And will he be on Cooper Kupp the entire game? I don't see that happening. If that's going to happen, it's bad news for Cincinnati. But if he can take away, and when they get in red zone, take him away in the red zone. If he can do that, they can have success. Can he hold Odell Beckham Jr. under 100 yards? Can he do that? Now, people like to bet and stuff like that on games, and one of the people you can bet on is Odell and the amount of yards he can have. And before he's averaging about around 50, I believe, about 50 yards a game. He's projected to have. You can bet, if he'll go over that. Now, obviously, he's been tremendous in the playoffs, but throughout the regular season, especially when he's with the Rams. He wasn't consistently going over 100 yards in the regular season. Now, Eli Apple had success with a lot. He's had success with a lot of guys. Now, obviously, he's a big trash talker, very, very confident corner, and you have to respect that. Being a cornerback when you're playing in the NFL, you have to have that confidence. Where if you get beat on a play, you don't let it get in your head, because playing corner, if you get beat, pass interference, plays don't go your way, you give up a first down, mentally, psychologically, that could take you out your game, and you just respect how he's been focused. Obviously coming out of Ohio State, go Bucks. I had to put that in there. Very talented, very highly, rated cornerback, and and when he was in New York, when he was in New Orleans, he just made a lot of mistakes. A lot of rookie mistakes. Maturity was definitely an issue. A guy by the name of Landon Collins, he played for the Giants at the same time as Eli Apple. Now he's no longer with the Giants. I believe he's with Washington. But Landon Collins and him, they butted heads a lot. And when you have a guy, Landon Collins, the New York Giants, Landon Collins was far better than Eli Apple was, even though Eli was a very, very high drafted player. He wanted the best, and you have a guy like Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, veterans like that. They're no nonsense, and obviously the maturity wasn't there, and the way he did things was not to liking. Landon, and they butted heads a lot. One of the reasons why that New York Giants team couldn't be the success they had, and obviously front office issues, questionable coaches. It was the Giants was a mess, and when you added immature first-round pick to the team, that was an issue. And then he went down to the Saints. I can't remember if he played with Von Bell or not. He was okay, but not a lot of New Orleans fans were in favor of the play that they want, especially from the position that he's playing. But now he's brought his talents to Cincinnati, found himself a home. He's playing a lot better. He should have intercepted the ball. But he's going to have to play, and he's going to have to, Matthew Stafford will throw you some interceptions, and he can't be dropping them. He's going to have to bring those in. But this is a great corner. His technique needs a little bit of work. Foot speed needs a little bit of work, but he's very solid. He's a position corner, very solid. I would like him in the slot. I think he could take Odell. If he could take Odell out the game, it's going to be huge. And then in the red zone, if he can get up on Cooper Kupp, because Eli Apple he's not afraid of Cooper Kupp in the red zone. Now, if you're talking about putting him, throughout the entirety of the field, no, I don't see that happening. But in the red zone, if you can get on Cooper Kupp, take Odell out the game in the slot throughout the entirety of the game, he's going to make a name for himself. If he can get an interception, he's going to make a name for himself. But he has a lot of potential. He's yet to reach his peak. That's what's scary. People have I don't think people have written him off. People just don't like him. He has yet to reach his peak. And I think in Cincinnati, you don't see him reach his peak. He made a couple plays against Tyreek Hill. When on social media talked about that, he wasn't afraid of Tyreek Hill. In the second half, look it up. Tyreek Hill didn't really do that much, especially with Eli Apple. This guy, he's on a mountain and he's going up. He's not coming down. So y'all want to jump on the bandwagon right now? A good time is to jump on the Eli Apple bandwagon. This is going to be a great corner. He's going to be in the league for many years to come.